Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to VTM Coteries of New York. Now, in the last episode, Xavier decided to help out D'Angelo with his murder investigation, guys. So we found another body and discovered that not only was the killer kindred, but also a thin blood. And in trying to track down this thin blood, we were introduced to Valerie, the Scourge of the city. The Scourge is kind of like the prince's personal assassin / wetworks person. Kind of the stuff that the prince wouldn't want the sheriff to get involved in. That's what the Scourge does. So that went well-ish. But the strangest thing about the last episode was the fact that all of the ambient background and music went completely silent. So I contacted the devs to try to... I don't know if I had found a bug or anything like that, and I didn't get a reply back. So what I did is I basically restarted the game and did every single thing that Xavier had done over the course of the playthrough. I basically just repeated our steps, and we're back where we were. The strange thing is we're about half a day ahead of schedule. So I don't know what exactly happened there. But we've got 3 coterie members to talk to. As you can tell, the music and ambient in the background is very much gone. So I don't know if that's just some sort of strange bug that maybe happens with the Toreador quest line. But we're just going to go ahead and press on. So I think we'll go ahead and talk to the coterie members based on how we met them. So speaking of strange, the other side of Hope. Hope is about to head out into the city. Accompany her and see her true face. Great. See, I can hear the clicking sound. Oh, there it is. All right. When you get to the internet cafe, Hope is already waiting out front. The sight catches you off guard. A part of you suspected that she might be more of a shut-in. My haven is my castle type. Perfect timing. We need to go for a ride. Get in! Get in! Get in! She doesn't wait for your response and jumps behind the wheel of a lavender vintage roadster instead. The engine starts roaring expectantly, causing everyone's head to turn. Not wanting to attract needless attention, you quickly slip into the back seat of the car. The moment you shut the door behind you, the vehicle sets off, tires screeching. Sorry for bringing you up to speed first, but hey, this is NYC. Everyone's always in a rush, and this is even more true when you're kindred. Now, allow me to take care of some business and I'll be right with you. Even as she's zooming through traffic, she's still on her phone, of course. Well, I guess we're a Toreador. We might as well compliment the vehicle. Nice car. How do you afford that? Well, thank you. The lavender really brings out its character, doesn't it? About affording things in this city, it's pretty hard. You gotta be at the top of your game at all times. Might as well explain my business plan to you while I'm at it. So, another extremely online malk based in New York goes by the name of DevNull. Told me to Google Ethereum a few years ago. And that's how I got into Bitcoin. And I found a new religion. 23-year-olds selling visions of governments replaced by benign code and decentralized consensus. Masses ruled by algorithms as just as law of physics. Idiot man-child, investors trying to shape their realities through sheer fanatical zeal, and dedicated collectors of things as abstract as rare SHA-256 decryptions. Her driving style is far more aggressive and dangerous than you're comfortable with. It's just you. Or does she peek into the rearview mirror more often than she looks straight ahead? Or is it just you? Now, I'm not taking time to keep up with all the names, so I'm just doing random voices for each user, guys. I apologize. A hyper-speculative environment where nothing has real value, only abstract beliefs matter, and your life savings can be ruined by a single bullshit tweet. How could I refuse the allure? I started buying low, and selling high on a variety of shady 24/7 exchanges that allowed me with 100% times leverage. As in, they'd lend me 100 times the capital I could bet with. I got lucky at the beginning and kept the ball rolling, shorting and longing, impulsively, recklessly. I got to the point where I became too big to fail, and that's when I cashed out. The car comes to an abrupt halt. You bump up against the seat in front of you. Okay, this story will be continued later. We're here, right at our first stop. I'll need you to do me a favor. Where? Exactly. I'm meeting a guy here. Well, you are. But I'll lend one of my handles to you for a minute. You see that weird guy in a Yankees cap standing around the corner? Approach him. Tell him you're young, hot, petite, and genuine. Take the phone he gives you and bring it here. Get going, honey. It's illegal to park here. You jump out of the car and approach the man Hope has pointed out. Not a lot you can tell about him based on his appearance, aside from the fact that he seems pretty shady. The guy assumes a comically threatening pose as you approach him. The hell do you want? Let's just go ahead and follow Hope's instructions and see what the swerve is later. Or are we catfishing this guy? Oh, no. I'm young, hot, petite, and genuine. Oh. No offense, but I kinda expected a girl. I mean, no. Yeah. My bad for assuming. Damn. He takes a phone out of his pocket and covertly passes it to you. Everything's been prepared and preloaded according to your instructions. Should take about 2 minutes to transfer the data. Now get out of here. The man walks away with an exaggerated hip-hop gait. You jump back into Hope's car, and she immediately steps on the gas. You got the phone? You're the best. Pass it to me, please. She connects the two smartphones using a cable and begins some sort of data transfer. Looks like it's an identical model. After a minute or so, the process is complete. All right. Goodbye, lovely. You've served me well. Hope opens the car window, grabs her old phone. You're not expert enough to recognize the exact model, but definitely looks like it had an $800 price slapped on it, and tosses it out the window. Surprised, you look behind you and see the car in the opposite lane run over the abandoned device. Hope notices your quizzical look. I've been needing a lot of burner phones lately, and I'm not going to use some cheap piece of shit, so it's a pretty expensive necessity. Intersection. Red light. She takes advantage of the moment to shoot a driving selfie that strategically excludes her face and upload it to Instagram. You notice her handle there is Versace Beauty. Now, I was telling you a story. Cashing out. Right. At some point toward the end of 2017, I became convinced I needed to cash out. There was no way the bubble was going to last forever. I always knew there would be no grapes of wrath for the cryptocurrency era. It would have to have been a series of profoundly antisocial, disconnected events. The whole crypto culture was a decentralized church of lone millennials who rejected all established modern values and kept atoning for the original sin of not buying Bitcoin back in 2013. Another abrupt last-second turn. You're pressed against the window. What the hell is it with her driving style? Bit of life you never wanted to live anyway and get a chance to win a priceless pile of nothing. Untether yourself from all worldly desires. Find joy in suicidal ideation. To this day, money holds no real value for me. It's as abstract as a video game score. A bunch of numbers on the screen. This joyless world changed me forever. I knew I had to escape. So I took my piles of fictional dollars to a new arena, elite NYC social circles. Not because I wanted to scam them and make more, but because I wanted to finally have some goddamn fun. I mean, of course I had to scam them in the process, but it was only in service of becoming something more than a star. A constellation. Another abrupt stop, this time next to the entrance of a shifty-looking back alley. All right, friend. This time you're leaky gut syndrome. Whistleblower extraordinaire. Whenever a press sneak fuck wants a leak, you've got it. Got it? Sorry for putting you out there in my place, but I personally contact people as a last resort. It gets harder to protect my identity each time I show my face. And since I've got you, our man is waiting for you in this back alley. He's paying back a favor with a flash drive containing crucial information we need to stay safe in this city. Retrieve it, and I'll circle the area, make sure we aren't in danger right now. And when you're done, get back here and I'll pick you up. Everything clear? Good. You exit the car and see it drive away in a hurry, then head into the narrow passageway. Sure enough, there's a man waiting for you at the end of the back street. Unshaven, wearing wrinkled clothes with a nervous eye tick. He looks even dodgier than the last guy you met. When you approach, he gives you a mean look. You lost to something? I'm leaky gut syndrome. You said you got a little something that might interest me? Yeah, of course. Straight to the point, aren't you? All right, then. Clumsily, he produces a USB stick from his front shirt pocket and holds it before your face. When you reach out to take it, he pulls his hand back and gives you a sly grin. Getting all this data was risky, you know. Miss Montgomery is an unusually secretive person. Digging up dirt on her took more effort than I expected. Effort that should be rewarded, I think. The more you ask around about her, the more you expect a letter saying, "Give up your inquiries which are completely useless," at your doorstep. Perhaps attached to a severed cat head. You catch my drift? The secrecy surrounding her screams, friends in high places, brave new world order, Illuminati shit, you know? Makes me think I deserve some hazard pay. Let's just start walking away. You try to imagine what Hope would do if she were in your place. Then, you simply turn away and start walking back to where you came from. Calmly, wordlessly. No negotiations. Just as you're about to walk out of his sight, you hear an annoyed grunt behind you. All right. I shouldn't have put you on the spot like that. My bad, okay? Get back here. You turn around and look at the journalist expectantly. He sighs and extends the hand holding a flash drive towards you again. You take it. Oh yeah, one more thing. Not really sure what it's about, but one of my informants claims you might be interested in this. He reaches into his inner jacket pocket and presents you with something wholly unexpected. It's a bag of blood, labeled simply as ABRH negative. You take a closer look, but that doesn't answer any of the questions that just appeared in your mind. You peek into the journalist's cold blue eyes and see them twitch uncontrollably. Don't ask me. They said you'll know what to do with it, leaky gut. Come on, take it. Oh, man. Well, this isn't made for us, necessarily. We'll accept the blood? And we're not hungry, so... Fine. I'll take it. You grab the bag. Anything else? Yeah, I don't think so. Thanks for your cooperation. Another eye twitch and an awkward silence. You hide the blood bag under your clothes and leave the alley the way you came. Hope's car appears behind the corner just as you walk onto the street. It doesn't even fully stop when you approach, but slows down just enough that you can jump in. The moment you close the door, she leans into the gas pedal with her full strength, causing the engine to roar. Her driving style definitely doesn't reflect how laid back she seems as a person. We've got it. You throw the flash drive onto the seat next to her. Perfect. Any problems? How did the meeting go? Oh. You relate the entire back alley encounter to her. Toward the end of the story, you know she's not staring at the road or her phone, but directly at your face. The realization startles you. You've got that bag of blood with you? You place it on the seat next to her. She peeks at the label. She looks at it again. Then, she steps on the brakes. Fuck! Fuck, 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 fuck! I'm okay. She grabs both the bag and the flash drive you've obtained and throws them out the window. Looks like that's her favorite method of taking care of problems. That bag was a message. AB negative used to be my blood type. It's the rarest one, found in less than 1% of the United States population. Glad you didn't drink it. Who knows what they would have done to the bag. Some NYC vets can tell you wild stories about using irradiated blood to locate and kill other kindred. Oh, that's crazy. Seriously? Glad I didn't drink from him. Better safe than sorry, yeah. Still, I wonder if they would have done anything to his blood. That would be some kind of 5-dimensional chess move. But yeah, his contact is compromised and needs to be cut off. Goodbye, my journalist frenemy, and goodbye, dear Leaky Gut Syndrome. You've both outlived your usefulness. After a brief period of hesitation, she deletes the Whistleblower Extraordinaire account and sighs. And another one bites the dust. I've got another story to finish. I was talking about Bitcoin, and then... where did I stop? Becoming a constellation. Oh, right. You know who saw the real face of this city? Anna Delvey. Ever heard of her? A Russian working-class girl, born as Anna Sorokin. She moved to New York in 2013 and convinced everyone that she was this insanely rich trust fund kid, a wealthy German heiress. Manhattan elites totally fell for it, and they bought it for years while she swindled them. She only got arrested in 2017 after having stolen almost $300,000. Sorokin created her Delvey persona out of thin air, convinced everyone that she was going to set up an art fund, and kept tasting all of life's finest pleasures while being basically broke. She even made up a fake family financial advisor, then killed him off when he became a liability. And apparently most of her rich victims never admitted to being scammed out of shame. By now, you're sure. The way she scrutinizes her surroundings, her reckless driving, she's trying to escape somebody. Now Delvey's locked up with the murderers and Rikers, writing her memoirs, and apparently picking a lot of fights. Bless her heart. She'll forever be an inspiration. But I have more advantages than she ever did. I have my own considerable funds, and I can rely on many more made-up people than just some old fat-ass financial advisor. A whole bunch of fake content creators and influencers that every rich dumbass wants to get in touch with and collaborate. Makes it super easy to earn more money than I invest. You've seen it firsthand, both as a deceiver and the deceived. It's a city of illusions. Make non-existent money, come up with fictional status, play nonsensical Camarilla games. And one day, you might just find yourself at the top. Alright, we're reaching our last stop. You look around. You're coming up on a parking garage. Devil Woman Doctor. You're going to take an elevator to the 70th floor. Give the masked man you meet in front of the door this memory card. It contains an art house movie I've made. Wait, you made it? What are you, dense? You've seen me rehearse it in my haven. You didn't think I was doing that just for show, did you? I found some filthy rich Manhattan pervs who will pay a fortune for a convincing vampire cam show. I don't need money, but their IT industry connections gave me an idea. And when we give them this memory card, we'll gain access to tech that should allow us to take on my biggest enemy in this city. So your nickname this time is going to be a Crash. You're momentarily dazed and can't immediately understand what happened. The first thing you know for sure is, if you were still a normal human being, you'd be dead for sure. You replay the last few seconds in your head. The other car appears out of nowhere and crashed into Hope's vehicle at the maximum speed it was able to achieve in this closed-off space. The driver's already managed to kick open the mangled door next to him and stumble out of his seat. Now, he wordlessly approaches the trunk and takes a large caliber silenced pistol out of it. He starts approaching the lavender wreck of Hope's car, obviously ready to finish the job that he started. You have to be fast and violent. It's you or him now. Outrun his gun or attack the man. Ooh. Well, we got to attack him because if we just run... Let's see what happens. Your instincts take over. You don't come up with a strategy or an optimal route. You simply start running towards the gunman, yelling. For a split second, he's completely dumbfounded. Then, he opens fire. The bullets put a brief stop in your sprint. You're engulfed in pain, your flesh and clothes being shredded to bits. We should have used celerity. But when his magazine runs out, you're still standing and determined to move forward. He tries to act as quickly as possible, but he can't reload his weapon before you get to him. A tackle, a primal scream. Left punch, right punch, left punch, right punch. You return this cruelty tenfold to his face. When you're done, the head is barely recognizable as human. You stand above the gunman's body, trying to calm yourself and your killer instincts. That's when you hear her voice. Ugh. Hope slithers out of her car and sees you standing over your assailant. Huh. You did pretty good. She approaches the body of the driver you killed and kicks it so she can take a better look at it. Upon seeing the front of the corpse, she lets out an annoyed grunt. Knew it'd be this asshole. He's been following us all day, and I know just who he belongs to. Even before she's done talking, she's already trying to reach someone through a video call. Eventually, she succeeds. You see a nonchalant woman in business casual on her smartphone screen. So I guess it was outrun the gun was outmaneuver the gun kind of thing, like charge toward him. I thought outrun the gun was just, find cover or something. I interpreted that incorrectly. Kara Montgomery, how may I help you? Oh, that's a cool vibe. Like the Farrah Fawcett hair along with the punk skull, or punk zombie shirt. Kara. Or Kara. Let's do Kara. Hope! Didn't expect you ever to reach me through this channel. Have you thought things through? Wait, did something happen? Did something happen? Your fucking ghoul just tried to kill me, you crazy bitch. That's what fucking happened. Oh, calm yourself, for Christ's sakes. This is a baseless accusation. I know he's from Double Spiral. He's been working at your motherfucking company. Oh, come on. You know I can't be held responsible for the independent actions of my subordinates. Why don't we just meet up and talk it out? Hope disconnects the call and instantly blocks Kara from contacting her. You corporate shithead. You make me sick. Tired, she turns her gaze to the dead ghoul. I'll dispose of him. Help me put him in my car. 30 seconds later, his body is laying on the back seat of the lavender-colored wreck. Okay, good. You take a look at the scene of carnage in front of you. Every second Werhia gets us closer to a serious Masquerade violation, I'll have to exchange my Palme d'Or-worthy masterpiece for the goods some other time. She gets behind the wheel, and you follow her inside the car. Meet me in my haven when I tell you it's safe. For now, I need to dump this asshole somewhere, get my car fixed, and plan our counterattack. You guide Hope to your own haven. She drops you off, and before she leaves, she makes what's about to come perfectly clear. If we want to survive in this city, Kara Montgomery needs to die. She disappears into traffic, and you disappear into your place. I'll see you now. We can rest. You come back to your haven after a long night on the town. There's still some time before the sun comes up, but sometimes you just need a little break to relax, watch TV. As you open the door to your haven, it's clear something is wrong. You hear moaning from within. Stepping cautiously inside, you see a man splayed on the floor. 40s, strong build, wearing a black suit. One of Sophie's servants. His face is a mess and a piece of bone is sticking out of his leg. The ghoul moans through his broken teeth, only half conscious. Just as you're about to do something, the door to the apartment flies off its hinges in a loud crash behind your back. Oh, I think our stalker might be here. Freeze! Don't move! Oh God. You turn around to see at least 6 police officers storming your apartment, 2-point guns at your face while the rest spread out to check the other rooms. One of the cops pushes past you into the living room. There's a body here. Oh. Yo, there's a body here. We're gonna need an ambulance. He's still breathing. Bewildered, you gather your wits. There must be some way out of this ridiculous situation. Oh, and we're low on blood right now. Okay, we're going to explain that we just came in. Look, I just came in. I have no idea what happened. Please, you have to believe me. Save it for someone who gives a fuck. Another policeman pushes you against the wall and yanks your hands behind your back. You consider using your vampiric powers, but how would you do that without breaking the masquerade? You glance at the body cameras as the officers are wearing. Best make this look like a normal arrest. Still, sunrise is not too far away. Suddenly, you hear a commotion out in the hallway. Sophie walks into the apartment surrounded by an entourage of serious-looking men and women in dark clothes. Some of them flash badges at the officers present. You feel the power of Sophie's blood, almost like a physical sensation on your skin. There's no saying no to her. This man was with me when this terrible act of violence occurred. He has an airtight alibi. You've rarely seen Sophie wield the full extent of her powers. You're not sure how much is supernatural ability or how much is bribery and political connections. But it doesn't matter. The injured man works for me. He must be hospitalized this instant. If he doesn't receive a full recovery, there will be consequences. For 15 minutes, you watch as Sophie imperiously orders the police officers around. Some of the people she brought with her also seem to be police, but you're not sure. You catch Sophie grimacing in the direction of an empty corner, and something tells you that there might be a third vampire in the apartment. Your stalker, perhaps. The injured man gets carried away on a stretcher. The cops leave without even checking your ID. Well, we already know that her powers were pretty significant. Will there be problems? No. The police know to avoid this house. This was an anomaly. Your stalker was here, but she's left. Her name is Adelaide Davis, in case you were wondering. A lunatic. Truly one of the more pestilent clans. I want to see what her motivations are for this. Can we talk to her? Yes, we can. Well, we have to, in fact. I'll arrange a little chit-chat with Miss Davis. Later, you'll join me in Elysium and deal with this problem like the vampire you are. With words. Sophie leaves you alone. The idea of spending the day in a haven that's just been raided by the police seems risky, but you decide to trust Sophie's assurances. It's not like you have anything else to go on. Oh Lord. Okay, we're getting right into more stuff. Alright guys, so this seems like a perfect place to go ahead and end the episode. I'm glad that the music and everything is back. It's just a strange little area where everything just kind of went silent. And no Assamites involved, which is fascinating. At least, in 3rd edition. But we'll end it here and pick it up next time. If you guys liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you as we try and figure out what Sophie's newest problem is. Later days, everyone.